G'day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the podcast, and make sure you check out Butts Mom Premium, where you can catch another episode of the podcast just for the premium members. It's fucking amazing. It's uncensored. It's fucking cocks are out, dicks are swinging in the air. It's fucking unbelievable stuff. You will not believe what we got up to on Butts Mom Premium. No cocks are out. Just buttholes.
Just buttholes this week.
Buttholes this week.
Doodles next week.
Doodles next week. Make sure you're there. G'day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the... Sorry for yelling. To the Butterfield Effect. I'm here with the great man, Bluey Nielsen. How you doing, Blue Dog?
I'm good, mate. How you going?
Fucking brilliant. I tell you what, it is exciting to be back here. We have no guests this week, but we have things to talk about. There's a lot going on in the world, mate. And it seems like every time you turn the news on, it's just like fucking...
It's fucking been a good week this week.
It's been a good week for fucking shit this week. I wanted to start off by talking about this. Now, today we found out in the news that there is a trace of coronavirus in the fecal matter of someone in our hometown of Newcastle.
Do you know what my first reaction to that? Because that was like today. It's Wednesday today. So that was today.
Through the magic of TV, it took me fucking 5 days to edit this, but yes.
That's how fucking lazy you are.
That's how flat out I am.
And the first thing I thought of, what an awful job sifting through shit for COVID.
Oh, so... But on the topic of sifting shit, so little Dickie and I just moved into a new house that we're in at the moment. This house. And we blocked the toilet already.
We or you?
No.
You're a big man. You'd leave some fucking good logs.
Yeah. I'm a big man, but she's powerful. She's a powerful woman. Isn't that right, Dixon? Oh yeah, she says.
The podcast been going a minute. We're already talking about Dixon's bowel movements. This is fucking.
So we heard all this gurgling going on in the pipes. Not while Claire was in the toilet.
I was going to say, is this a euphemism for like gurgling in the pipes?
So it was. We had the washing machine on. There was all this gurgling going on. So something was going on, right? And then I was walking around my backyard, just aimlessly. I was looking for somewhere to put a shed because I want to put a shed. But I don't want to have a big shed because I don't have that much shit. But I want a shed. And I was thinking, what about just a small shed so I can hang up my whippersnipper, shovels and a couple of pickaxes. Shed stuff. A couple of, my bow and arrow. And so I went down the back of the house behind the water tank and I thought there was a bit of an area there. And there I see, those slushy coffee things, frappe,
a McDonald's frappe,
gurgling from the drain. It was so bad,
significantly less tasty.
And I was like, "There's no cream on top of that motherfucker."
You're kidding?
It was disgusting. So I was looking at this frappe, and I go, "We've been in this house for a month. How the fuck is it blocked already? That's crazy."
Is there a drain out there? So it's coming. There's shit coming up through a drain.
So it's backed up all the way up through our water drain. Luckily, it wasn't in the fucking bathroom. Otherwise, this house would smell like shit for all eternity.
Gross.
So...
Yuck, bro.
I think Dixon was having a nap or something. And I woke up. I said, I got some bad news.
not good news to get woken up to.
No,
Dixon, wake up.
It's terrible news.
Shit all over the backyard.
And I said, I think we've got a bit of a plumbing issue. So I rang the builders, and they were real cool about it. They've looked after us a lot. Builder Brett, good bloke. And... I get onto a local, he's not there, and I said, is any of your plumbers still on site around this area? He said, no. So I get onto a local plumber, and he goes, I said, mate, can you come around? This is 4:30 on a Friday.
Oh, you're the worst.
I'm the worst, dude. But I'm not leaving this all weekend. This stinks. We're only new with our neighbours. I can't have that all often.
Dude, how was the smell? Was it?
It wasn't great. I wouldn't It's not something you want to smell coming out of your air fryer.
Could you smell it from?
No, that was the thing, and that's why I don't think anyone really had an issue because he couldn't smell it anywhere, which was weird. It was also sort of behind the bins too, so maybe the bins were masking it a little bit. Maybe a bit of compost.
Still, you don't really need shit in the open air anywhere. Really.
You don't want your feces traveling around your new neighbourhood.
Nah, it needs to be in the toilet or in your bowels. That's
just
kind of it.
Anywhere, just out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
So I ring up old mate and I say, mate, I've got an issue. No, what did I say? He rang me. This is absolutely true. He goes, I left a voicemail. He called me back. And I said, yeah, g'day, mate. My name's Isaac. I'm looking for a plumber. And he goes, he was really softly spoke, he goes, I'm a plumber.
You're like, no shit, mate. You rang me. Like.
and I go, yeah, man. I said, listen, I got a sewage problem. He goes, oh, where are you? And I said, my suburb. And he goes, oh, I live there too. I'll come around.
Oh, what a guy.
What a guy. Absolute legend. I can't remember his name. Legend. I'll always use him.
That's awesome.
Always use him. And he comes around, opens up like the stormwater drain or whatever, the sewage, the sewer sort of thing out the front of the house. And he gets the big hose out there and he's blowing it and he can't fucking clear it. And we've got all the taps in the house going and flushing toilets here and there. And we can't. This is a new house, new pipes, everything. We're flushing it. And he gets the camera down there. And I won't show everyone, but I'll show you.
Did he get a photo of what's blocking it?
Yeah, he got a couple of photos.
Is this going to be like a mega turd?
There's a little bit of turd in there.
Of course there is.
This is 2 meters inside the drain. I won't show everyone. But what the fuck is that?
It looks like a chip packet or something.
Chip packet? Sauce packet? It's got a barcode on it. It has nutritional information on
That's
it.
how hungry you get. You don't even unwrap your food. You just fucking inhale it and just shit it out. And now the pipes are fucked.
And so we cleared that. Wasn't that. It wasn't that. So I don't know which prick threw something down there.
Yeah, right.
Then we pulled that out. Whatever the fuck that is. Do you know what that
looks
is?
like a can, like a paint tin or something.
Yeah.
How big are these pipes?
I don't know. But that looked massive in the pipe. That's actually pulling it out.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll show you what it is.
What? I hope you're not going to pull it out and dump it on the fucking table right
So
here.
we've got it here.
The shitty paint
Do you
tin.
remember this voice?
Yeah.
So what it is, there was another thing behind it. This is what it is. The plastic cap is off the top of a metal stake that you'd stick in the ground at a building site.
Yep.
And the metal thing is what you put on framing of a house.
Yep.
So I don't know what the technical words are for that, but it's like basically got little nails out of it. So it was catching all like the toilet paper and shit in the toilet and shit, literally shit, and it blocked the fucking drains. So the builder said to us, that's our fault.
A fucking oath it's
And I
their fault.
said, it is your fault.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. Look, mate, you've been a good bloke about this, but that's your fucking fault.
It's definitely your fault.
That's 100% on you.
I haven't shoved any fucking building materials down my own toilet. Or eaten them.
Yeah.
And they ended up paying for it.
Oh, that's great.
Which was great.
Great result.
But
Great
old
result.
mate stunk like shit, the poor bloke. I put a can of Jim Beam in his car for him.
Yeah, as you should. That's that's great from him.
Next to him in the car, he's got like hand sanitizer. I was like, man, that's not going to do it.
Nah, you're going to need more than that, son.
It's got to be the worst job of all time, plumbing.
Oh, but they call it, like, any of my mates that are plumbers, we call Plum Dog Millionaire because they get paid. It is a fucking tough job. You're just digging holes and rolling around in shit for
all
a good
day.
part of the day. But, you know, plumbers make the world go around.
They really do.
Yeah. Dr. Carl said that once.
It must be one of the oldest professions as
well. It
well.
would be that and prostitution, probably the 2 oldest professions.
What's worse? What would you rather your kid did?
Prostitute.
When they turn 18.
Yeah, prostitute. Yeah, but back to, so there's COVID in someone's poo in Newcastle.
Yeah.
That's how we got started on this.
So this made me think. There's a current influencer in Newcastle that I'm sure you follow. And everyone in Sydney's in lockdown.
Why do I follow her? Why are you sure I follow her? I don't even know who you're talking about.
Well, I follow it.
Okay, well, maybe I do.
She also buys her followers, but anyway, we won't go into that. She can call me out if she hears this, and then I'll go in hard. I've done my research.
You're baiting
I've
someone up
spent
here.
fucking hours.
You're baiting, yeah, righto.
Anyway, so she, in the midst of everyone in Sydney being locked down, the construction industry shut down, people not able to go to work, not able to feed their kids, getting shit pay from the government. Now it's a little bit better, an extra $150 a week. Sick. Not being able to pay their mortgage, not being able to know when this is going to end, can't see your families, all that type of shit. You know what she does? She travels from Newcastle to Sydney to get a boob job.
Yeah, it seems unnecessary at the moment. I would think
There's
it would
other
be
times.
I would think it would even be hard to get in for a boob job at the moment, given the
They're
current.
cancelling everyone's elective surgery.
That's what I was
she's
about to
just
say.
walked in to get fucking silicone shoved up her ass.
I've had mates that have needed surgery on like shoulders and knees and stuff that they've just said, "Oh, look, mate, you're going to have to wait."
Has she got it done?
Fuck. Got a tits done.
He's got a tits done.
That's gone.
Which is great.
That is
Good on you.
Yeah.
Like, great. Everyone loves boobs.
We do.
Great.
Yeah.
Right? So she posts when we're recording this that, my 2 weeks of lockdown is over. And I thought, I think I've seen you out and about, like on her Instagram stories. So I go back through a post the last couple of days and she's at the beach. She's over here. She's over there.
Back in Newcastle.
In Newcastle.
Yeah, right.
And I'm looking at her going, okay, is this after? Like, has she been to Sydney at this point? And her breasts look surprisingly large to the point where I've zoomed in and you can see the scars. She'd been to Sydney and she's in this isolation thing. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
You're
You've
at
been
the
out and
fucking
about.
beach.
Fuck. So is that your like
Her poo has the right.
that's the poo you think's got COVID?
Yeah.
Is it? Have they narrowed it down to one person's poo, or are they just saying?
I don't know if they have the ability to narrow it down to one person's
I don't
poo.
know. I don't know what I don't know. How do they even find COVID in the poo?
They must have just taken a big sample.
Like sifting. I'm picturing people. You know, like people used to sift for
Through.
gold.
Like, what do they find?
Yeah,
like have some chopsticks.
Fuck.
It's like
What
heaps
a-
of tissues coming from one house.
What a fucking shit, but also probably pretty necessary job. Like
It is.
sampling waste, like a
But that's
community's
like
waste.
that's like a plumber's dream.
Is it?
I don't know. Is it any plumbers watching?
It's your dream. Yeah, wow. So what's that mean then? So someone in Newcastle has COVID?
Someone in Newcastle has COVID.
Yeah.
So I don't know who. Obviously, I haven't done the testing.
You sound like you have.
But I just was watching her Instagram story, just going,
Yeah.
"You haven't been isolating.
Yeah.
You can't go to the beach and get like bikini pics and your new G banger with your new tits and say that you're isolated.
Yeah, that's not how it's meant to work, is it?
Like
This
my
is-
poor gran, stuck at home.
Yeah.
Can't do anything.
Yeah.
But you're out getting tit jobs and running around.
It's all right for some, isn't it?
I mean, Gran and Pop's houses are fucking. It's on at the moment.
Well, they're just into each other. There'd be a lot of people like that, just fucking stuck at home with
Like if they could walk properly, it'd probably be some domestic violence.
just get up and leave. Fuck this.
I went over the other day, and I haven't been anywhere, so I don't really think I'm going to infect them. Hopefully not. They've both been told by their doctors not to get the AstraZeneca one.
Okay. How old are they?
80. Oh, Gran's 75.
Yep.
Pop's 80.
Yep.
And they asked their doctors, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know where you get it." So that's pretty fucked up.
Have you had the jab yet?
No.
Are you going to get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
Yeah.
I've got 10 of them.
My missus got it. She got the first one. I'm assuming it was the AstraZeneca.
How
whatever
is she?
they're doing it.
How is she?
She had a really, really bad headache.
She's dead.
She's dead. She's dead. I'm single. No. She got it in, so say, I think she got it at 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:30. And I got home from footy at like 6, 7, splitting headache.
The next morning.
Yeah, 2 days later. No. Really, really bad headache for all night. And then she was okay when she got up the next day, and then a bad headache again that night. And that's been it. But I think, and achy, really achy. So like flu-y sort of symptoms,
So
which I think is kind of to be expected, isn't it?
I'll get it. I don't think I need it right now. I'm not sick. I've got a pretty strong immune system, all that type of stuff. I'll get it if I need to travel and have it to travel. I'll do it then. I don't have any qualms, that type of shit. I prefer to get the Pfizer one.
Yeah.
It's but whatever. So Gran and Pop can't get it, the Pfizer thing, for some reason. I don't know why. But I go over there. And Pop's on a whole
Is it because of the risk of clotting?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Gran's had issues with clotting,
Yeah.
and Pop's had issues with clotting in the
Yeah.
past. And so that's why. They just see it as an unnecessary risk when they could get this other one.
Get the Pfizer one.
Yeah. So I go over there, and a tree out the front's half chopped down because Pop's fucking
Pop's
insane.
bored. Pop's bored.
Like, I was like, why did you chop that tree down? They said, it's dropped leaves everywhere. I was like, yeah, that's what trees do.
That's what they do, mate.
That's these bloody trees. Who do they think they are? Rule the joint, run the joint.
Covered in bark and dropping leaves.
So I said to Pop, I said, mate, do you want me to chop it down while I'm here? And I've got like a jumper on and trackies with no t-shirt underneath.
Why? Why were you dressed like that?
It was cold. But then
No shirt on under your jumper.
I was in a hurry.
You're a fucking Dero.
I don't have one now.
That's very ordinary. Can we stop this podcast and you go put a fucking shirt on?
Why? What's wrong? Look at merch, by the way. But what's wrong with that?
I don't know. You're supposed to wear a shirt.
But if it's cold, but not too cold.
Just wear a t-shirt then.
So I said to Pop, I'll chop it down now. I'll get rid of because it's a stump. It's about 1.5 meters out of the ground. That's how high the fucking stump is. Not a massive tree, but it's been there for about 10 years. And he says, yeah, mate, do that. He says, don't do that. And then Gran comes over and he goes, listen, I know you said to Pop, you'll chop the tree down. You'll come over next weekend when you're dressed more appropriately. And it's starting to warm up outside. This is the day you played footy when I came.
So Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, it was hot.
Yeah, it was very warm. Yeah.
It was very warm. 26 degrees for winter.
That's
pretty hot.
balmy.
And so I go and say to Gran, listen, I'll just do it. And I do it. And it's a fucking fair job. It takes me about 25 minutes, right? I got to get the axe out and try and smash through it, all that shit. And I said to Pop, I said, you would have done that, wouldn't you? He goes, yeah, I would have done it when you left. I was like, you fucking mad. He's still climbing up ladders. He's a fucking madman.
I love it.
But he doesn't like asking for help.
Yeah.
So his Foxtel's been fucked for a while. And he shares his Foxtel with his brother. And I said to him, mate, you know, he can't see very well. He copped a bit of metal when he was a fitter and turner when he was younger. And that's what retired him, the whole thing. Copped in his eye. Can't see out of one eye. That whole sort of thing. Pretty fucked up. Can't see the TV because it's too small. So I get him a new TV. And then the TV, the resolution shit house because he's got an old Foxtel box on the new TV.
On the new telly.
But he doesn't want to bother his brother who it's run through because he knows his brother's busy. I'm like, Pop, he's 80 as well.
He's not going to be that busy.
Well, how's he going to be fucking busy? What's he doing?
What's he doing?
Just sitting at home waiting for death to arrive. So
True.
I said, just let's go up and do it. So now I'm booked in tomorrow morning to go to Ken's house to sit there and call Foxtel for them, two 80-year-old men, and complain to them about them paying $160 for a new Foxtel box.
You're a good grandson.
That's my day tomorrow.
You're a good. I hope you fucking cleared your day because that's your
It's
whole
going
day.
to take fucking forever.
You're a good grandson.
Some people's lives are easy. You just go to fucking Sydney and get tit jobs. I've got to go sit with two 80-year-old men who can barely walk, can barely move, haven't had an erection in 15 fucking years. And if they had one now, they'd probably die from it.
I hope they don't get one where you're doing the Foxtel. That'd be fucking very...
Imagine if I got the boxes and they both got
And
mad
they both
stitches.
chub up.
And they're like, it's on.
Fuck. Could be all it takes. It's a tough time, this COVID. It's doing crazy things.
Bringing
to people.
families together.
Tearing them apart.
I don't know, man. It's...
What did you think of... Did you see... So Anthony Albanese, the opposition leader?
Did you say Sir Anthony Albanese?
I said, did you see?
You said Sir Anthony
I'm
Albanese.
a diehard Labor voter. I did call him Sir. Anthony Albanese proposed that everyone who gets vaccinated by December 1st, and it is just a proposal, everyone that gets both doses and is completely vaccinated by December 1st, $300.
Now, that's
They want to give $300 people.
That $300
is going straight up everyone's nose.
100%. That's what a bag costs, right?
$300. The bag of cocaine costs $300. So I'm told.
300, 350.
300, 350 if you're getting ripped off, I think. 300 is like the going rate. So I've been told. Yeah, so what, like, I just think that's fucking hilarious that they would say, like, $300, like, on the button. Not $250, not $200, not $150, not $400, like $300. Hilarious.
You get $300 and a bloke's mobile number and his nickname's Luigi.
Yeah, hilarious.
That was the dude I used to buy fireworks off when I was a kid.
Luigi.
Did you ever meet that dude?
Was that the cracker man from...
Windale.
Yeah. Mate, he must have had a killing because everyone bought fucking crackers off
from
him.
Luigi.
Yeah, always around Christmas time, we used to get a big bin bag full of fucking fireworks.
So
it was a simpler time.
So he, I don't know, he may have been arrested since or died or blown up. Who knows? But $300. I remember when I was doing a show in Orange, and they were like, "Man, the Coke's great out here. The Coke's so good out here."
Orange?
I was like, "It's not Coke. It's definitely ice."
Yeah,
it's definitely ice.
Trucky's toothpaste. The fucking
Trucky's toothpaste.
A bit of methamphetamine.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Let's go. Just fucking hilarious. So they reckon it'll cost like $6 billion or whatever. But that's and this is just a proposal, but they reckon that'll be the way to get everyone
Wouldn't it be
vaccinated.
easier just to do it at the Macca's drive-thru?
What's that? The jabs?
Free six nugget Happy Meal for everyone who gets a jab.
And a jab. I'd do it for a 6-pack of nuggets.
I'd run through there and get 10 a day.
Yeah, but they want. So what do they want? 70%. They want 70% of people.
80%.
80%
before they'll open up.
Before they say no more restrictions. Is that what they're saying?
Well, this is what they're saying.
Yeah.
But people are still getting COVID when they have the...
You can still get it, can't you?
You can still get it, but apparently the hospital rate is quite low.
Lower, and it's hard. You can't transmit it as easily as well.
So here's the question. What's the better way to to deal with this, let's go back a year. What's the better way to deal with the illness? Do you wait for the vaccine, or do you just let it spread through the community, knock off a few 100,000 people, and then you're back? Like look at it from a financial point of view. What is the best way to deal with that? Do you just let people die?
Well, if you're looking purely like economically, obviously they've fucked. Like the lockdowns are just catastrophic for everyone.
How about this? If this wasn't the coronavirus, this was like SARS, bird flu, pandemic, Black Death combined.
Something that
Something
kills
real
more,
bad.
More
kills
people.
everyone. Kills everyone it touches. And Sydney right now is getting like 200 cases a day, which for viewers all over the world is fuck all.
Compared to everywhere else,
Compared to everyone else. Let's say that
Respond to that.
Siri will not respond to that. Sorry, babe. Let's say that it's killing everyone. 99% of people are dying from this, and 200 people are getting it a day in Sydney. What do we do? Obviously, you lock it down, but do you nuke it?
Like just blow Sydney up.
Do you blow Sydney up?
I've been for that for years anyway.
right?
I've been in favour of that idea
Do we
for a
take
while.
the Central Coast out at the same time?
May as well. While we're at
Even
it,
if there's no.
blow the coasties up.
Blow the coasties up.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Do you blow them up? If it's going to kill everyone in the country, do you blow that whole city up?
Or do you put snipers at the Pacific Highway, like Wollongong and fucking
Up. What's that? You know, the big dinosaur that's on the highway to Newcastle to Sydney?
at the reptile park at Gosford.
At the reptile park at Gosford, there's this big dinosaur. Do you set a big...
Could you try again?
Fuck off, Siri.
I'm not even saying, hey, Siri.
Fuck it off. Get rid of that. Snipers on the highway everywhere. Obviously, it's going to turn into some kind of zombie apocalypse style scenario and just shoot on sight.
So is it like the Purge? Like you just get all the Newcastle people up one end, all the people in Wollongong up the other end, just take a pot shot.
Yeah, and just fucking no one in or out.
Suzuki Swifts flying out of the Central Coast.
Yeah, hectic. Well, they have brought the army in, haven't they?
There was a tank, and I don't know if it was actually like I couldn't find actual footage of it. I just saw like a TikTok of a tank in Parramatta.
Well, I've heard, and again, like it's all what you hear on the news, so who knows? But they said they brought the army in to help with like enforcement orders, like to help. Like that's a bit fucking hectic, isn't it?
Just a touch.
But then, what's the least you'd get the vaccine for? Like, what's the minimum it would cost for you to get vaccinated?
I'd like the Premier of New South Wales to give me the vaccine
Because they give me a hand job.
whilst giving me a hand job. So you'd have to be hand jobbing and
Jabbing.
well, you can't do that.
Jobbing and jabbing.
Jobbing and jabbing, and that's what Gladys will be doing. Jobbing and jabbing.
Yeah, it's a weird one. Like a lot of people are gonna, and that's the thing. Like I don't, and something again. I'm a fucking idiot, so this is probably a stupid thing to say, but I don't understand. So say like people want to get it and people don't want to get it, right? Why is there a number that we have to have that says like, and then we can go back to normal? Why is it not a situation?
I think it's like the likelihood, or statistically speaking, you are very unlikely to get it if 80% of the population has.
So here's my confusion with it. Again, I'm a fucking idiot. Say they just set a date, right? Hypothetically, we said 1st of December.
Yep.
You've got till the 1st of December, right? And we're just opening everything up, and you've got till the 1st of December to get the vaccine. So you either get it or you don't get it.
Yep.
It's on you.
Yep.
So then you're putting the onus back on everyone else. So if we just said 1st of December, everything's going back to normal. We don't give a fuck. We're not talking about it anymore. You've got till then to get vaccinated. If you want to get the vaccine, go your hardest. If you don't, go your hardest, but I don't want to fucking hear about it. So then what's the issue? If you're vaccinated...
So that works, but I think you incentivize it even more and say in whatever town doesn't have the most vaccines or doesn't get or has the least amount of people vaccinated is going to get blown up.
We're nuking.
Or they release Shane Warne, Australian cricketing legend Shane Warne, they release him in that town and they give him HIV.
He's already got it. You can't get it
No,
twice.
he does not have it. He's a keen listener of this show, and Warney does not have HIV.
He doesn't?
He does not.
Well,
he's got everything else.
Does he have COVID?
He's got COVID.
I hope he's all right. I did an article about it on the Daily Blue the other day, and then I was like, fuck. And then the last thing I had to put in was like, I actually hope Warney's all right, because that'd be tragic to lose like a
So they
sporting
release
icon to
him
COVID.
in a town with HIV.
And then what, just let him go his hardest?
Yeah.
Fucking seems fair.
Doesn't
it seems like the only option, actually.
So I don't know. I understand why people don't want to get it. I know why people want to get it.
But what's the issue if people that don't get it, and people that get it, get it? Then
Well, that is a good point. Like, why
Why are we saying that there has to be a certain amount? Whereas if we just said it's your choice,
If the vaccine protects you, then why does it matter if
then you
someone
shouldn't
else
be
doesn't
worried
get
about it. So if I'm vaccinated and you're not, and then what's the issue? Because
Well, I don't know. That is a good point.
I don't understand.
So you could still, well, I guess the argument is you could still catch it. Well, why do you get the vaccine?
You can still catch it anyway, and I'm vaccinated. So
Good point. I don't know. Let us know in the comment section because I've got no fucking idea.
this is my. I know again. It could be a very good answer for it, but I'm like looking at it.
Well,
going
there's
like,
probably a fine scientific answer.
yeah, there would be,
But if you look at it in layman's terms,
which is exactly what I'm doing. Because
no
I'm
idea.
Fucking layman.
That actually would be a good name for this podcast.
What's that? Layman's terms. Yeah. I was thinking the other day, I was watching one of the first episodes back. We should call it Two Bad Hairlines because mate, I thought I was going all right. And I looked like just one of those angles the other day and I was like, fuck, I'm heading north.
Oh, it's not good, man.
Nah, it's not.
How long do you reckon you've got? I reckon I've got like at least 15 minutes.
So I look at stiff breeze will knock yours off.
And it's windy out where we are, man. We're off the mountains.
I'm fucked because like mine's thick, but it's going high.
Yeah.
So I'll look at my old man. He's got this like deadly widow's peak, but it's still real thick. So I don't even know what you do with that. You can't
you have
comb
to
it
just
over.
shave it.
I'll just have to get rid. And I can't grow a good beard. Like I'd like to be
Why
like.
don't you grow your beard out?
I can't. It's fucking pube. It's so puby, man. Like this is like I'm sort of maxed out at the moment.
No, you just got to let it go.
You reckon let it
and
go?
it'll fill in.
Maybe I'll
It's
let
like
it go.
a shrub.
Yeah, I've never.
Just shrub it out.
You reckon let it go?
Grow it.
Maybe
Grow
I
it to the
will.
end of the year. 1st of December. If you don't have a beard, I'm going to nuke you.
You should get shagged by warning.
And shagged by warning at the same time.
Yeah, I'd love to. So that'd be the ultimate. Like if you go bald, the idea is like get on steroids and fucking grow a beard and just
Why
be
not?
Jack
Just
Bald,
be Jack
dude.
Bald, man.
Be a Jack Bald dude. But yeah, I don't know.
So
I'm not confident in my beard growing ability.
I think you can do it.
Oh well, let's fucking have a go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Grow it out.
I'd have like a McGregor beard, like a big ginger
Fuck yeah,
McGregor
why
beard.
not?
Yeah.
Own it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I saw a dude at the gym today and I said to Claire, I said, is that how my hair looks? And she's like, nah, it's not that. It's not like that.
Yours is worse.
And his is... She said, your hair?
Yeah.
And I was like, is that how it sort of looks? She said, no, it's not like that. I said, if it ever gets like that, fucking tell me
know.
it's got to go.
Yours is similar to mine in that like it's still thick enough, but it's just the fucking hairline's letting us down, mate.
It's just going back. But it's
How old
what
are you?
hap-
Are you 29?
I'm 28. What are you, 30?
I'm 30 next year. 29 now.
29.
Yeah. It's grim, eh? It's the...
You lose track of the years.
Oh, fuck, man.
You think back of your 20s and that, like, I had a headache last night from one glass of wine.
Fuck. And probably like half crook today as well.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I went to the gym. I trained legs today. I had a good sesh. And
Thanks for that. Thanks.
feeling jacked. And got me squats in. And I on the way there, I was just like, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
I had one glass of wine.
Yeah, it doesn't take much anymore, does it? Unfortunately.
Fucking bad.
Yeah.
I tell you what's bad. Laurel Hubbard,
Remind me, who's that?
transgender weightlifter.
Oh, yeah.
Her hairline's bad.
Yeah.
It's not good.
She was $3.75 to win gold. And I believe, did she crash out?
She was $3.75 to get a stiffy midway through the fucking
How
lift.
funny.
So she's fully committed to being...
I was going to say, she
woman.
hasn't just like, oh, Olympics is here.
No.
Change
And-
teams
and,
and-
it's not like that.
No.
The argument isn't that she's not a woman.
No.
I said in the video I made about it the other day, I was like, I'll call you a woman, but I think it's unfair that you're competing against
Well,
women.
imagine if, like, hypothetically, she won gold.
Yes.
And imagine coming second to
Yes.
a man. Sorry, apologies.
Bluey,
No.
you're
Apologies.
getting cancelled.
Apologies.
Your
to
first
a,
big slip up.
a-
See how easy it is?
Yeah, that's me gone. Fuck.
No, but she is a man.
well-
That's the thing. She has a dick and balls.
Yeah, I mean, and like,
I'm sorry.
but
you do.
Physiologically, probably.
Yes, and biologically.
Yeah.
Still a man. Now, she
So
is-
imagine if you came, you'd be gutted. Like
You
you'd
would
like,
be
fuck.
gutted.
Yeah.
There was a female weightlifter, and she was from New Zealand, so female-ish.
Yeah.
And she missed out on going to the Olympics because Laurel Hubbard went instead of her.
Instead of her.
And I just find that
That'd hurt.
it's not fair. So she was mid-30s when she
Transition?
transitioned. Now, imagine you transitioning in 5 years' time. You have developed your supreme body, and I'm talking about you, supreme rig, over 35 years. You've had the benefits of high testosterone
Yeah.
for all that time. If you were on any steroid for 35 years, or even from puberty, say 15 years, 20 years, you would have an enormous benefit over people who haven't had that exogenous hormone pumped through their system. She has by and large, a much bigger body frame than anybody else.
Bone
in the division.
density.
Bone density. She has a higher She has a higher level of musculature throughout her body. Her skeletal muscle would be higher than someone who was born a woman. She would have the benefit of having her growth plates open for longer than a woman. She would be taller than the women. She would be able to lift. Like it's just not fair.
And I haven't seen anything. Has anyone like interviewed other competitors?
Yeah.
Like,
So there was
what's their take on it?
There was a press conference, and like the reporter was like, "What do you think about old Laurel Hubbard, who sat in a cupboard?" And they just went,
Miss Mother Hubbard.
Miss Mother Hubbard, who sat in a cupboard, and they were just like, "No, I don't want to talk about it."
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, you don't want to talk about it. So what I was going to say was the journalists who were there, the reporters, were given a 20-page document on how to refer to her.
Okay.
And they were said not to say 2 words, and that was born male.
Why can't you say that?
You're not allowed to. Because she wasn't. Because her gender identity wasn't formed when she was born. She was given a gender by some crazy doctor.
Oh, so it's the idea that gender's a social construct. It's
Yes.
not biological.
It's not biological.
But it is.
But it is. You were born a man, and you're still a man. You are a woman now. And I will say that because it's the polite, nice thing to do. And if I was in her situation, I'd want people to call me a female because that's how you feel. And it's going to make you feel better about yourself, then that's great. And I'll call you that.
Yeah, it's hectic.
But if you're impacting on other people's ability to make a living because you want to be a woman, not cool.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's when it starts affecting other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is again, athletes you're competing against, teammates whose spot you're taking. Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking hectic.
No wonder they're pissed.
But anyway, she didn't even go any good. So
Nah, she sucks.
It's not even really an issue anymore because if she'd have won gold, they'd probably be up in arms. She crashed
Terrible
out. So.
sports person. No wonder she's a woman.
Shit
Now-
ass athlete.
Jesus Christ. What's happened to me?
You said you got COVID.
You still smoking durries?
Yeah, I'm back on them because I've been off them for ages. And then I fucking exploded my ankle at footy on the weekend and I got sad and I was like, fuck this. And just opened up a fresh pack of Winfields and started fucking bit of lung candy.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. And you know what? I was just reading this. This is a tweet that went out by WebMD. The American Medical Association said this, that sex should be removed as a legal designation on the part of the public record or like birth certificates. That was from the American Medical Association that came out on Monday, saying that your gender shouldn't be on your birth certificate.
What else goes on it apart from your name?
Name.
And the date you were born. Why don't we just Here's an idea. Why don't we just fucking can the whole birth certificate?
Why do you need a birth certificate?
Why do you need a name?
Well, you need to know how old you are.
Why?
Because there'd be fucking... Like, in Western culture, you look old when you get old.
Yeah.
But if you're in Thailand and you don't have a birth certificate, you could be 84 years old competing against 10-year-olds because they don't age.
What if you identify as a 10-year-old?
Well, that's another thing.
Like,
You could.
why not just can everything? Why don't we just get rid of everything?
You could potentially be a pedophile and say, no, I'm 10.
Yeah, it's all good. Play on.
Well, there was a transgender, not saying that this person was a pedophile. There was a transgender person in a bathroom in America in a spa and they had a penis.
Yeah.
And they took the penis out whilst getting changed. Not took it out. Got
just-
it out of their bag. Here it
But
is.
I know what you mean. Got in the raw.
And got the raw dog out. And this lady spotted it, blew up.
She was in there with the kids, wasn't she?
With a kid, apparently. Now, there was a conspiracy around that saying that it didn't actually happen, yada, yada, yada. And there was big riots about it, big protests.
It was at a day spa, and I remember people were
called
turned
Wee
up
Spa.
and like smashing it to pieces.
Yeah. Well, they weren't smashing it to pieces. They were like fighting with the police and all that type of stuff. And I get that. But you can't have your cock out in front of kids.
Yeah, I think regardless of your gender or what
Number
you identify
one,
as,
you just can't.
You can't. I can't. You can't.
You can't.
Laurel Hubbard can't.
Laurel Hubbard can't.
You can't.
She may have lifted better if she had a cock out.
Potentially. But you
don't
shouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't definitely. I'm pretty safe to say that on camera. You shouldn't get your dick out in front of kids.
That's the message that we're trying to get across.
Yeah.
Talking about kids. I was thinking about this the other day. The only time I've been attacked in public, you know, I'm a pretty outspoken person.
So, like, attack. Are you talking as in since your meteoric rise to fame in the YouTube?
Since I've been a
and
big
comedy
deal.
So,
Since I
have
got
you
a
been
blue-
physically attacked?
I've been physically attacked
Suck shit.
by children.
Yeah.
I was in Canberra with Zach Wild, former tour manager Zach Wild, and there was like all these like lad sort of kids,
Yeah.
like sort of surround us and go, you're famous. And I'm like, yeah, bro,
Yeah.
I'm famous. And so they're all like these young dudes, bum bags, the whole thing. And then one of them's like, you got some money for us?
Oh, fuck off, cunt.
And there's like 15 of them,
Yeah.
15-year-olds. And
Which-
it's one of those questions where you're like, could you fight 25 6-year-olds?
Yeah. Yes, I could. I definitely could.
Yeah. Could you fight 25 10-year-olds?
Probably. Yeah, I'd get tired though.
So at what age is it like?
Yeah, 15's where they're
15,
starting to...
you're like, oh, this isn't
What
good.
did they have, like razor scooters and shit too?
Yeah,
like
they
stuff
had
like
all
at
scooters and
skateboards
shit. And so I'm like, fuck, what are we going to do here? Because at one point, one of them sack waxed me.
Oh, you're kidding.
And so I'm like, listen, I've got me issues in the media. Like, you know, he's a racist, he's a sexist.
I can't be bashing
I can't
kids.
punch a kid in the face.
Imagine you punching on with a kid. That'd be fucking hilarious.
So he sack whacked me, and Zach and I have like, fuck. So we've hightailed it and almost run away from these children. We've run into a bar because they can't follow
come
us
in. Yeah, fucking
So
great. That's very clever.
It is. Thank you. It was a great technique to get out of there.
Yeah.
And we're like we can't leave this bar until these kids go away. So we've waited in this bar for an hour and a half until these 15-year-olds, because there's nothing we can do.
No.
You can't
You
say,
can't defend, like, you can't...
you can't punch them. And we're trying to work out ways of like and someone comes over and it's like, oh, what are you guys up to? Like, you come in here, like these
I
kids
thought they were
followed you in.
your demographic, like the fucking...
Nah, people
15
always say that shit. Oh, you've got just 15. Nah.
I remember we went to... You and I caught up for a coffee at a Charlestown in... at McDonald's in Charlestown. And there was like... there was that kind of... And they were like staring at you and like...
Yeah, there is young, like young blokes
They
who
also
are big
hate
fans. But these guys hated me.
They wouldn't have hated you. They just would have been like, can we have some money?
They asked for fucking cash, and then they were like chasing me around.
Canberra is a shithole.
It is.
Canberra
It is a shit. There's nothing to do there. You go to the War Museum, the War Memorial once. You go to Questacon once. You've seen Lake Burley Griffin. You've seen it all.
And then you got to resort to mugging YouTubers.
And so we ran and we lived to tell the tale. But man, it was fucking scary. It was icy there for a bit.
Is that the only time that anyone's attacked you in public?
No, there was a vegan dude who sort of come at me after a show, but that was about it.
What's a vegan dude doing at your show?
I don't know.
I suppose.
He came in with a camera crew and the whole thing.
Shut up, really?
Yeah.
What, and then tried to staunch you on
Yeah,
camera?
he was trying to saunter me. He said, you want to go out the front? I was like, I just finished the show. I don't want to do anything. I want to go to bed.
That's fucking
And
hilarious.
he came at me.
Is that footage available? That'd be very funny.
It's somewhere.
That'd be fucking...
He's got it. I think he put it on his YouTube channel.
Who is it? Who did that?
I can't remember his name. But
Obviously,
he was
nobody.
like 6'8", a big dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really big dude. He works security.
You should have chucked the cunt out.
Well, this is the thing. I was like, what do I do here? It's another one of those things where I can't just punch on with someone. I can't go full Alex Williamson.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
as much as I'd like to at this point, I can't.
Someone had a big swinging thing on stage not long ago, didn't they? I'm sure it's happened a
They
few
didn't
times.
swing at him. They fucking punched the cunt.
Yeah. Fuck,
So-
that's funny.
Yeah, he's had bottles thrown at
Yeah.
him. And
He's very
him
loose.
and Frenchie both got attacked in Rockhampton. Frenchie had a glass thrown at him, and Williamson got jabbed in the face.
Fuck.
And I'm going up to Rocky soon, so let's go, fuckers.
Fucking
Will I be
hell.
the first comedian to make it out of Rocky alive?
I don't like your chances. Probably
No,
not.
especially after Canberra. Imagine if those
No.
kids turn up and
They're-
try and
they're
belt
gonna go
me.
all the way to
They're all
Rocky.
18 now, so
Yeah.
they could fucking knock me out. So that was scary, man. But no, I've been pretty lucky so far. What I've got here, I wanted to finish the podcast by showing you this. And if you're listening to this on audio, I apologise. But this is for the new studio. And I posted about this. This is from a subscriber, and I bought these off him. This is for the new podcast studio to set up. And basically what this is... Can you describe to the people what I'm doing?
Okay, so at the moment, we've got a cardboard box that's got some sort of wrapping paper and old newspaper as sort of protective, crumpled up sort of set up. He's just got out something in a green plastic bag and something else. Looks like a belt buckle.
This is a belt buckle.
There we go.
So this was sort of like, because I spent some cash with this guy, he threw this in for free.
Oh,
Would you like to have a look at what that is?
All right, so we've got what looks like a very, very old belt buckle, which can't read what the writing says on it.
That's because it's in a different language.
But it looks like, is that the German eagle?
Yeah, and there's a certain sort of cross underneath it.
Oh, I can't. Oh, no, yep, it's on a swastika.
Yeah. It's a swastika.
Wow.
That is a Nazi belt buckle from World War II.
Holy fuck. Who did you get this off?
So, what's his name? Ethan Smith. So him and his son are a big fan of the channel, and he collects World War II.
Wow. So this is actually from the war.
This is from 1940-ish, give or take.
Fucking hell.
So it's, it's obviously coming up on, it's 80 plus years old. It was worn by someone in the German army, not necessarily a Nazi. I know a lot of people were sort of complaining about that when I said that the other object was a Nazi object. A lot of
that
people,
eagle is on a swastika.
So that does have a swastika underneath it, but the argument was that a lot of the German soldiers weren't actually Nazis. They were just sort of in the army. And I don't know. I mean, it's an interesting argument.
I've got no
clue.
Absolutely no
Maybe
idea
that's a fair
about
argument,
history.
But, it smells like fire. Often there's fire. They weren't the best bunch.
I don't know. I've got no idea about history or the war. I'm flat out fucking remember what I had for breakfast. So that's cool. Wow.
So this right here, and I'll let you hold it. This is in its scabbard. This is a what's it fucking called? I can't remember the name of this particular knife, but if you unbutton it and have a look,
it feels like something off Inglourious Bastards.
Well, very much so. This was a Marine's knife from World War II. So a Marine was issued with this knife who fought in the war, and I can't remember the name of the actual knife, but it is pretty fucking cool.
USMC.
Yeah. So military.
United States Marine Corps?
United States Marine Corps.
Wow.
There you go. So this is a original knife from World War II.
Fucking serious knife, man.
Yeah. And so we have a German belt buckle that he threw in for free, and we have that knife. So these are all, sorry, what did you say?
This guy's just he collects wartime antiques.
He does.
Holy
and someone's
fucking
also
dude.
sending an Australian helmet that we're going to put on the table. So I just wanted some conversation starters.
Mate, that's fucking very cool.
And so the final piece, and this is the coolest piece, I think, by far. Not that, the other pieces don't have their place. But in this green bag, this is a German helmet from it would have been 1944-ish or 1945. Now, they found this in the ground in a place in East Prussia called Klotzkigsburg or something like that.
I feel like you've nailed that pronunciation. I feel like you just fucking nailed it.
This was in the ground, and this was basically where the Soviets came in to take on the Germans in sort of almost a surprise attack. And apparently, according to the reports about this particular battle, this was fucking full Armageddon for the Germans.
Are these bullet holes?
No, they're not bullet holes. I wish they were. Well, I sort of don't because it's a bit... Well, I mean, one of them might be a bullet hole. I don't know. So this was in the ground for years, and it's sort of somehow survived. As you can see on the side there is the German insignia, and they may not have been like full legit Nazis. They could have been just fighting for their motherland.
How does old mate get his hands on this stuff?
I don't know. You just buy it. It's just like you buy anything,
Yeah.
And it's a bit stinky and shit.
Yeah. Fuck. So sick.
Hey?
Very cool. Very, very
So
cool.
cool, right?
Yeah.
And so I'll just put these back in here for now. We've got a German helmet. We should have an American helmet. We've got an Australian helmet coming. Maybe a Japanese item or something like that.
Just like, how some guys have like... They have like those cabinets with like NFL gridiron helmets on them.
Yeah.
We should have one with like
helmets.
wartime.
Why not?
all the wartime
Why
helmets.
not?
Yeah.
So we've got that coming, and I'm always open to different ideas. Excuse me, of what we should have on the in the podcast space. So let us know.
Nice liquor collection. I can see you've got one just over your shoulder. That's
nice. So all these bottles here, not all of them, but a lot of them. This one was a birthday gift. This is an Irish whiskey. A lot of them are from shows. So on my rider, I've got, you got leave a bottle of whiskey in
That's so
the
cool.
room, and so I write on the back what show it's from.
So cool.
And so like there's a Lacroix whiskey there from one of the sort of from the island of Isla, that sort of thing. The real peaty, smoky flavored whiskey.
Do you drink a lot of whiskey?
Yeah, I do. I usually drink it when I'm riding.
Yeah, cool.
Do you want a whiskey now?
Why not? Be a good way to finish the podcast.
It would be a good way. I've only got one glass because the other one got used the other night.
Here you go.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
empty.
So this... I'm not even sure what this is. But that's all right. You got to drive.
Hey?
You driving?
I am driving, yeah.
Well...
Not anymore.
Oh, it's only a little whoozy whatsy. Smell all right?
So strong. I'm such a pussy. This is where it'll be like, you'll look really like cool and sophisticated and manly and enjoy the notes and stuff with your nice beard and your scotch, and I'll just go.
Well, this is only half a shot or so. Now, when we were in Edinburgh on the Royal Mile up the way to the Edinburgh Castle, we did a whiskey tasting. And
How good's Edinburgh?
I love Edinburgh. My favourite city outside of like my favourite city in the world.
Amazing.
Loved it.
Yeah.
I'd love to go back there. I'd love to drive around Scotland.
Yeah.
I think that's what I want to do.
That was what I wanted to do. I lived in Ireland, as we've spoken about before, but I wanted to drive around the country. I just ran out of time and money, but I really wanted to drive around. Cheers.
So what I was going to say, I just had to have a drink because I was dying. Is we did a whiskey tasting course.
Woo! I put hairs on your chest.
We did a whiskey tasting course in Scotland, in Edinburgh, and everyone's, having a sip and you can blueberries and then I'm like, I have my shot, or they probably don't call it a shot, whatever they call it, nip, and I'm like, okay, that's nice. You can tell this, and this, and little Dixon has a shot, and she goes, oh fuck, right, and everyone's just like, what the fuck?
What are you doing here?
How dare you? And I knew it was coming too. I was just like, yeah, she's about to blow up deluxe. So cheers to a great podcast.
Cheers, mate.
Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Appreciate your time and your efforts. And we will be back next week with another podcast. Maybe we should finish with a shot of whiskey after every show.
100%.
I thought you were off the piss.
No, I'm back on it. Now I'm injured. I'm back on the darts and
Go
back on the
check out
sauce.
Bluey Nielsen on Instagram. What's your Instagram profile?
Daily Blue News. But I have an Instagram. It's just shit pictures of me and my missus and the dog. So it's like, it's not
beautiful,
very
mate.
good. Don't
It's
worry
beautiful.
about it.
Make sure that you, if you want another episode of the podcast, check out Buttsman Premium. You'll be able to access a very special podcast that we film after this one. Maybe a couple of extra shots of whiskey in there. Check us out on Spotify and iTunes as well, where you can listen to this podcast. Just the audio will be there. Make sure you check that out as well. And ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Me dick stinks. Keep it moist. Bye bye.